Also breaking at 4 o'clock, another lawsuit just filed in connection to the cheerleading abuse scandal. That new lawsuit filed by lawyers here in South Carolina, it accuses a former coach of abuse. The coach used to work at Cheer Force Simi Valley in California. The lawsuit accused the coach of giving the victims drugs and alcohol and having sex with them in a vacant home that was for sale at the time. Varsity Spirit and the U.S. All-Star Federation are also being sued by the victim. Both organizations who've been named in similar suits say they are committed to safety and they are cooperating with those investigations. This marks the 13th lawsuit filed since the death of Rockstar Cheer founder Scott Foster. He lived in Greenville County. It's where he died. Well, he said officials say he was under investigation for sexual misconduct at the time. Other lawsuits were filed in Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and Ohio.